We are given two equations, 3x plus 4y equals negative 23, 2y minus x equals negative 19. What is the solution to the system of equations above? And then there are four answer choices. Now, if you are allowed to use a graphing calculator, then what we can do is rewrite these equations. So the first equation has 3x plus 4y equals negative 23. That's fine. So let's write down 3x plus 4y equals negative 23. The variable x appears first and then the variable y appears first and the constant term is on the right side. So something like this is called the standard form, where the variables are on the left and the constant term is on the right. But notice the second equation. Here the y appears first and x appears next. So we need to rearrange. So I want to write negative x first, and the coefficient of y is 2, which means it's positive 2. So I'm going to rewrite the second equation as negative x plus 2y equals negative 19. Now, when you have your equations in standard form, there is a tool from higher mathematics that we can use, and the calculator can actually do that for us. So here is how I want to think. I want to write a matrix where I will pull just the coefficients 3, 4 and negative 23, and the coefficient of x is negative 1, that of y is 2 and negative 19. So just write all of the numbers you see here in a matrix. And how do you input that in the calculator? In your graphing calculator, there is a button that says matrix in blue. So push second matrix, and then you want to scroll right to edit because you're trying to type that in. And this matrix has 2 rows and 3 columns. So you want to write the rows first, which is 2, and scroll right 3 and then hit enter. Now your matrix has this form and you input all these numbers 3, 4, negative 23. So I'm going to push 3, then the cursor will move to the right, 4, and then I want to have negative 23, enter, and then it's negative 1, 2, negative 19. So that's what I want to do. Negative 1, enter, 2, enter, and negative 19, enter. And at this point, I want to quit. So I will say second quit. So that will clear the screen. And the next thing I want to do is get what's known as RREF of A. And usually, once you get this, you're going to have your answers right away. Sometimes you won't get, but let's check. So I need to get RREF of A. So how do I get RREF? Again, I'll go to second matrix, but this time I don't want to go to edit, but I'll scroll right to math and scroll all the way down to where it says RREF. Now there's something called REF. You don't want to use that. You want RREF. Be sure to have 2 R's. And now we want to write A right next to the parentheses. And to get A, we can again go to the second matrix menu, and the cursor is already on A. So you can simply hit enter and that will put RREF of A. And then you can push enter key. So this is what I'm getting. I got the first row as 1, 0, 3 and the second row as 0, 1, negative 8. Now look at the last column. It says 3, negative 8. So that should be our answer. And sometimes you don't get the answer, but if this side is in this nice form 1001, then this is your answer. So the correct answer is B. And you can actually check by plugging x equal to 3, y equal to negative 8 in each of these equations. It should give you a true statement.